Hello everyone, so today's the 11th of October. I got gold in front of me. This is gold. Now yesterday we said we got, if the market comes back, you can go long again. So what the market did, but I also warned you yesterday of the gap. In fact, I warned you on Monday. So the market going up, coming back down like an A, B, C on a smaller time frame to close this gap is logical, right? So we should also dip down. So this is definitely going to get close somehow or another. Today's Wednesday, it's a swing day. So we're going to have to sell the high, okay, and then buy the low when it comes down as well. I put the Astro hours for today here, okay. On the daily, as you can see, we obviously have room to come up because we want to go into that direction, but because the market moves in waves, right? So a little bit of a pullback is not a bad idea. Then we can go into that 1876, which is that red line there, which we talked about before. So we had 1855 on the radar, so that was already done. And now we've got 76. All right. So if the market, like I said, is at the highs, you can also sell in order to come down, maybe even down to here, 1830. Okay, because that's where the gap kind of closes off. Okay, so be mindful. All right. And then if we come down here, you want to go long again. Okay, so if we're down here, you want to go long. If you want to sell, do it on the Astro hours, do it at the highs. And then if the trade goes in your direction, you should cover the trade. Okay, and then follow it through. Let's take a look at SP 500. SP 500, we talked about this zone, so no real surprises here. Okay, it's exactly that goodbye kiss zone, as you can see. So if you followed, if you follow the Astro hours, those are targets there. There's a target there, just shy of that target. Okay, as you can see. Will the market go higher on the weekly? Well, we just might go a little bit higher. But what we want to do is be mindful about the swing days. According to those swing days, one take position. So SP 500, it's Wednesday, and it's Wednesday's a swing day. All right. So market coming up here and then selling down a little bit is possible, and then coming down into this line there. This is the HH. Well, no, this is the LCL1 line, which is 4,304. Okay, LCL1. So we might find the market coming down to 4,304, which is down here. Okay, and we talked about these gaps before as well. It didn't come back to these levels yesterday, but as you can see, it's the Astro hour. Once it's an Astro hour, you can see it's just going up as well. Now there are still targets up here and there, so the market has potential to go up as well. But as you can see, this zone is where we want to sell the market. All right, so that 4,411, or possibly, let me just check, 4,415. Okay, 4,415 is probably around there somewhere. Okay, so the market's got a bit of room to come back up, and you need to target those levels there. Okay, and that's how it is. And if we go up there into the Wednesday, we want to be sellers. All right. Also, today's Wednesday, because the swing day, we might find the market just swinging down from here. But if we go up first and then sell, that would be a better idea. Okay, then we can sell right on the target there. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now, with the euro dollar, once again, no real surprises. We talked about this level here. These are like nice ACE, ATAM strategy levels there, and the market's pretty much doing them. Okay, so here we got on the weekly this zone, that's 41.0641. So we should kind of drive into that 1.0641. Okay, if the market does come back down, you can go in there. All right, you can go into there. This has got room to go up. That's Wednesday. That's Tuesday. This is Monday. Monday was a swing day, so it's all good. If it comes back down, you can follow it up again. It's not a problem. And into this zone. I did mark other levels as well. After 0641. Okay, that's the weekly. Just be careful there. This is a sell zone. You got 43 there as well, which is also a sell zone, 0688. So 0641, 0688. That's it. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. All right, here's Dow Jones. Okay, no real dramas there. Dow Jones, as you can see, same kind of thing here. If you take a look at your Astro hours, it'll be pretty much the same as what I gave you before. All right, so if you take a look at the Astro hours for yesterday, just line them up, you'll see that's what happened. Okay, so what do we have here? We've got 1255. What's that? 12. This is 250, right? We had 250, which is there. All right. We had 1225. What's that? This is 930. Remember, we had 905. Okay. So that's 905. From 905 to 1015 we had. Okay. And that's your 1015 there. Okay, comes back, retest, goes back up again. What time is this? This is 4:45. Remember, we had 5 o'clock. Okay, and that's your 5 o'clock. And the market goes back up and pushes down. All right. So it made all the targets basically. We still have a bit of room to go, but you got to make sure. Remember, there you go. All right. So the market sweep the stops there. I said we should go above that. Okay. Look, the high of that is 33,899. And the high of this is 33,900. All right. So 899, and that's your 900 there. Okay. We should still head a little bit higher. Okay. We should still go up in there. So if the market comes down, you could go up. It made that target there, but on the weekly, you still want to get onto that red line there, which is going to be 35. Okay, LCL1 35,929. Okay, 35. So 33.9. Come on the weekly. 33,984. Right, 33,984. Which is pretty much there. Okay, so that's still a target there for us. Okay, so if the market goes up there, that's also going to be a sell zone. Be mindful for the swing days on this one. Okay, you got to be mindful for today as well because of SP 500. Okay, but we've got room to come down as well. You see, it's got to fill in some gaps. If we go up first, selling is more logical to us, but want to get into that zone. Okay. So be mindful. Where can we come back down to today? That this level here, this LCL1 here, is 33.1. Is it 85? Oh yeah, 33.185. 33. 185 is too far down. It's all the way down there. So if the market comes down today, then from the lows you can still go along. If it goes up first, you can sell off. Okay. That's how it is. From this level or slightly lower as well, if it fills in the gap here, it's good to go up at Astro hours. NASDAQ, same kind of thing, guys. Look, yesterday, look how the market came to those targets and then dropped off, okay? So we said we would get into here and then we'd be looking to sell off, okay? So this zone is now a sell zone for us. And what's that? 64. Okay, 64 is a target of 15,312. 15,312. It's not a bad spot to sell if the market goes up there. Okay, so coming into the 15,314, 312, this zone is good to sell. Okay, we said we'd break above there, no problem. We came in. This is it. So this zone is okay. Actually, any of these levels are also okay. You can also think about selling at, what's that, 61, which is 15,218. All right, 15,218 is there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we want to be looking for selling off at also swing days, and Wednesday is a swing day for Nasdaq. So looking to sell the highs, selling here, selling in this zone with this gap there, selling there, I think is the way to go. All right, because we're in that sell zone, and now we can start to look down again. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, remember, I marked these swing days for you before market comes in nicely. We want to see this go down, so no real dramas there. We've got targets there at 39, so we should be going down into 26,500, 600. So we've got room to come down. Okay, 26,500, 600. Well, that's your 500 and 600. All right, so this is a target zone. So not much to talk about. Okay, so same kind of thing. Want to be selling it off every time the market goes up. And looking at the Astro hours, 12:25 is pretty much there, as you can see, where the market just slides down, comes into there. This is 3:35. We had, remember, 250, which is pretty much there. Okay, and so on and so on. Okay, if you do your time vertical lines, you should be fine. So what to do with this? Look, the market will go up and close this up a little bit. Perhaps we'll come back up to the daily, sweep through this, and then fall off again. But the daily pivot, this zone and this zone is good to sell at Astro hours. Like I've been saying, since the market was at the highs, we should be coming down into the 20s. So every time it moves up, selling is not a bad idea, and so on and so on. Okay, this is a bit far out, but let me just put it down for you, 27,850. So if the market does get to 27,850, which is pretty much your weekly pivot, okay, so setting the highs is also not a bad idea. So the daily pivot at Astro hours, weekly at Astro hours, selling when the market goes up is not a bad idea with these at all. Okie dokie.